Good morning, Thursday, March 27. I've been seeing 27 a lot lately. I want to look that up here then as well. March 27th, 2025. Okay, hopefully it's a good day where you're at. So it's supposed to be nice here where I'm at. And 27, the message to trust your intuition, seek harmony, and embrace your vision as you navigate life's path. With the understanding that things can get a little bit trying, tossing and turning, but always be optimistic they will get better. And if you can see it in your sight, then it shall be. It's an encouragement to listen to your inner voice and follow its guidance. Balance and harmony, encouraging yourself for your equilibrium and your personal needs and others. Embrace the vision of what? Of betterment. Sunshiny days. Being that optimistic individual. But we need to be proactive. We need to take initiative. And that's anything, anywhere. Home, work, friendships, marriages, just everything and anything in life. Keep in sight. You know, that's why if you make goals and then do the tasks that will help you get to that goal, right? Take the initiative and follow that path or your steps, your ladder, your steps to get to the goal that you need or seek to obtain. Balance yourself. Okay, that which is pleasing. And working with others, yourself and with others. Now, with others, you can try to encourage, to be an example, to show the example. But you can lead the horses to water, but you cannot make them drink. If they don't want to. And, you know, and this is same with people. You know, like some people want you to get the bucket and put water in the bucket and then hold it up for them. Hello. When there's a whole pond right there, there's a whole stream, fresh running water, right? Let's get it right. We're not supposed to be abused. We're not supposed to be used, disrespected. That's where our discernment. that God gives us, the gift comes into play, where you can see that person, their 100% truth of what they're doing and what they are not doing, and their truth within themselves. The who, what, when, and why. But, be authentic, but play nice. Yes, play nice. But some individuals take that niceness and want to manipulate it. And that's where discernment again comes in, that God gives us that gift, that we know that they are using my kindness. Okay, they're using it and abusing it. Hospitality, yes. That's not a ticket for someone to do wrong to you. That's not a ticket to allow them to be in a manipulative manner and to continue doing these things. When Jesus had enough, he brushed the dust off of his feet and he walked away from those kind of individuals. Now, there's another thing that God gave me this morning with a verse where it says, turn the other cheek if they slap you, and then give them the other cheek. Yes, but you only got 2 cheeks. Okay? So what does that mean when slapping? Okay, it doesn't mean physical. It means the words coming from their mouth. You're presenting yourself in kindness. You're presenting yourself in a helpful manner, encouragement manner. And you're speaking truth to the individual. Right? And they come back with a slap with their words, with their attitude. And then you give them the other cheek. You give them more kindness, more lifting, more helping hand, more doing. They slap you again. Words, attitude, manipulating. So you got 2 cheeks. And after you give them the 2 cheeks, and you're presenting yourself, one is what's in the Quran. It represents, you give them peace. And they come at you with war, you give them peace again. The other cheek. 1, 2, just like a baseball game. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. Hello. So you give them peace, 1. Peace, 2. And they still come at peace. Still come at war towards you. Then God says, even in the Quran, where they got it right, then war they shall get. Not from you, but you're going to brush the dust off your feet and you're going to turn around and walk away and say, okay, now you're on your own. I've given and I've given, but you came with war. You came with war again. And God says, strike, they're out. They came with war a 3rd time. Playing the manipulating, playing the woe is me, playing all the excuses. And there's no improvement. You know what I'm saying? There's no improvement by, and you gotta, improvement, love is action. Okay? And if they're not showing the action, right? And they keep using and abusing you. Jesus, like I said, even said, brush the dust off his feet and walked on. He moved on. He walked away from it. Says, now you're going to receive war, not from me, but from thy God. Because I am a messenger from God. I am a chosen one. I am here to give you agape love, not man's love, a version of, but agape love, of encouragement, of hospitality, of a helping hand. Because that was what was given to me. And it encouraged me. It lifted me. It taught me to change this mind set. And to help you look internally of your own choices. That George Jones song, Choices. There's truth in that. There's a sermon in that song. Listen to some music sometimes because there's sermons in it. If you don't hear the singer, but hear it as the voice of God, it's a sermon for life. Just like a preacher getting up at the pulpit and preaching. Okay? But that's what it means. It doesn't mean slap bap with hands, fight violence. We as Christians are to avoid that. Yes, we don't want to get into that energy. But sometimes it's got to. If you're cornered, you're not there. That's why I taught my sons. You walk away if you can walk away. Now, if they corner you, then you protect yourself. You have a right to protect yourself in self-defense. But you try to avoid that. You try to move on from that. If you're not, you know what I mean? You smell trouble, you hear trouble, but that's where discernment comes in again. God will tell you. If your spiritual eye is open, God will tell you. But see, they don't understand. What I'm telling you, you're protected by angels. And there was an incident the other day that I was protected by the angels. I am becoming more conscious and more aware of my movements and my steps and my surroundings, my environment. I went to step sideways, and one came hauling, past me. And if I would have stepped a little bit more, that individual would have run right into me. Okay? But I made a turn, and then something told me stop. It wasn't even telling me stop. It's like arms were around me. Honestly. That I was being blocked from moving another inch. Not even an inch. That I was surrounded. Like I was being held by many arms. I don't know how to explain it. And I went, and then the individual was, boom. By that time, that individual was hauling, past me. Running, hauling, but, okay. And it was like, and like I said, the arms held me back. That told me, and I was like, why couldn't I? They stopped me from that harm, from being harmed. Thank you, ancestors, angels, spirits. Thank you. And I recognized it in that instant that I was being protected, that I was protected. And we don't take that for granted. We are to thank them, recognize it, and give thanks. Okay? Now, the verse that came up this morning here is 1 Peter 4:8. This is the Living Bible version. Most important of all, continue to show deep love for each other. For love covers a multitude of sins, a multitude of wrongdoings. What are wrongdoings? Ill thoughts, anger. Yeah, anger is a wrongdoing, even though it could be an emotion. But we are to feel it, but we are not to become it. Okay, and so 4:8, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins, a multitude of wrongdoings. Okay, and we got to understand what are those wrongdoings. Anything that brings you down. Anything that disrupts your balance. It encourages, they're calling Christians, to live out their faith, even in the face of suffering and persecution. Even if that individual wants to persecute you and cause you suffering, okay, we are to continue being in good nature, being in a good manner, being in abundance within ourselves. Now here it says, Peter emphasizes the importance of fervent, unwavering love for one another, highlighting that such love can overcome many shortcomings and offenses. Okay? That is correct, because if you get drawn into that and you then become blah, 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 well, then you're going to be the one that, it's you, see, you're this, you're that. When you just been trying to do the right thing, you know, to be equal balanced, to do what you are responsible for, your task, your duties, say on a job or in your home or, whatnot. Then they want to point the finger. The Greek word translated as deeply, earnestly, or fervently is etain, which is used to describe the muscles of an athlete straining to win a race. the muscle within you, all of your might, all of your strength. Because you know that which helped you to be winning, to be in the winning mode. And so we are here to want others, to show others that they too can be in the winning mode. You know? And see, what I see is what I once was. And what I want them to see is what they can be if they persevere. And that's what we're here to do. We are here to be teachers. We are here to be brothers and sisters in Christ. How love covers wrongdoings. Christ-like love is an attitude. That's what we want to help change. Attitudes to become beatitudes. But the Greek word, excuse me, I'm not swift. So Christ-like love is an attitude of the heart that does not keep accounts, is willing to forgive. Yes, we forgive. And does not let bitterness take over. Okay.